welcome to another video tonight. What we doing tonight, y'all? I got my little handy visa because I'll be trying to, I do so many videos. I want to make sure I'm on point. Okay, tonight we're doing our men's talk. It says, your children need you. Men everywhere. This is for you, okay? Whether you're there for your children, whether you're not there for your children, this video is for you, okay? Because it's so important. You listen, a lot of women are telling you, oh, we good, but the truth of the matter, your children need you, okay? All right? So let's get started. If you haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe, and drop me a comment. If you don't know what to comment, just drop me a heart. Any color will be just fine. Let's get started. Your children need you. Absolutely. Here's some advice from men who wants to make a positive and lasting impact. Come on their children. Number one, be present. You gotta be there now. The most valuable gift you can give your child or your children is your time. Being physically and emotionally present, even during the little moments, is irreplaceable. Is irreplaceable. You don't need to be perfect. Come on, but being there and constantly matter. Okay, constantly mean you're there on a Monday. You might come see them on a Wednesday. Or look, they know every Thursday is their night with you. Okay, children really look up to it. Even when they get teenagers, they might act like they don't care, but God knows they need their family. Okay, they need their father. Okay. Number two, show love and affection. Yes, men, y'all try to be so tough, even with y'all men, even with y'all sons. They need love and affection too, and not in no creepy way. They need a hug. I'll give you a perfect example, and we'll get back to the notes. I'll give you a perfect example. My son is 14. He stands taller than me. Anytime his father's coming and sees him, he gives him a hug. It's normal. I never have to say, well, you ain't seen your son in line. Wow, no. He walks through the door, gives him a hug. When he leaves his presence, he gives him another hug. It's understood in his brain that, hey, baby, when I was a child or a teenager, I needed a hug too. You feel me? So I'm just saying, they need love, and that is important for him. That told him, that clocks in his mind and my son's mind. My daddy really care about me. You know what I'm saying? And that hug might get him through weeks and months to come. Okay? So number two, show love and affection. Children thrive in an environment where they feel loved, come on, and secure. Don't hesitate to show affection, whether through words, actions, or physical gestures like hugs. I told you, your children should feel that they are important to you, okay, and not an obligation, okay. They should feel like, okay, my daddy like doing this daddy thing, okay, all right. And even if you ain't good at it, you can start the day on trying to be better. Use less words, and I ain't saying with your children, with the mother of your children, whoever got your children. Let's say if you don't, in this situation, you don't have your children. Stop saying, I'm gonna really try to be there for my kids, and just start showing up. Words don't mean nothing. They don't have no value to it till action is put behind them, okay? Number three, lead by example. Come on here. Children learn a lot from what they observe. Be the kind of person you hope your children will become. Show respect, kindness, integrity, and responsibility. Come on. They're watching it and absorbing like a sponge, baby, your behavior. Okay? So you can say, son, I want you to go do this, and don't do that and that and that. They heard everything you said, trust and believe. But they watching you. But they told us not to do that. But they paying attention to what you're doing too. So lead by an example. Make sure that you are an example. And it's okay if you have had some things that happened in the past. We talking about the day. Okay? You can change the day to be that leading example for your child. Number four, listen actively. Okay? Encourage open communication by really listening to your children without judgment or distraction. When you listen actively, it teaches them that their thoughts and feelings matter. Okay? Number four, listen actively. Encourage open communication by really listening to your children without judgment or distractions. When you listen actively, it teaches them that their thoughts and feelings matter. Okay, and that's even with moms. If you're reading, if you're so you're reading this, if you're listening to this, when they start getting teenagers, I got a teenager. He's 14 years old, and baby, ever since I ain't got but 2 years in this teenager, good. But I can tell you this: you have to change the course of, you know how you've been raising them, and you've been a dictator. When they get teenagers, so they can really feel comfortable, sometimes you got to let that roll down sometimes so they can really come and listen to you. Or fathers, if you're not currently in the house, you can become this role, but it's important for your children to share and also communicate with the other parent. Do not ever keep secrets from each other as well. So make sure your communication skills are very well, and you listen. Don't listen to speak. No, listen to what they're saying, because this is very important. This is very important when dealing with children. Okay. Number 5, teach life skills. Okay, teach them practical skills like how to manage money, fix things around the house, or deal with difficult situations. These lessons will help them build confidence and independence. Okay. Number six. Number six, support their passion. Whether your child is into sports, music, art, or something else, encourage them to explore their interests. Show them that there are unique passions or value, and to be there to cheer them on. Okay, I'll give you a perfect example. I'm not sure if you're into Kaisenet, or you ever heard of Kaisenet. Kaisenet is a very famous streamer. Okay, now he told a story how his mama had came on the live and told the story about how she supported him. He basically told her, "Look, I want to be a streamer." She was like, "Huh?" "I want to be a streamer," and she supported him. She let him be a streamer. Okay, she believed in him. He said, "I'm gonna be a streamer." Now he's a multi-millionaire. He lives in a mansion. Okay, he can't go nowhere without nobody trying to do something to him. Like, he's a big deal. Okay, but with your kids, you know your kids as well. Are they gonna commit to this thing? But about what I'm trying to say is support their dreams, even if it don't make sense. Give them positive reinforcement, give them positive like communication. Like if they tell you, "Hey, I want to be like Hassanet," you gotta also talk to them. Okay, well, what did the steps did he take to do this? Or give it an action plan. Like, okay, if you want to be a streamer, stream for like 8 months. And if I will support you in that 8 months. If it doesn't work after 8 months, then we're gonna have to we're gonna have to come back to the drawing board, because especially if they're like 18, 19, because you gotta determine, is you gonna take care of this person because they think they might be a millionaire, or are you gonna help support them on a journey, or are you gonna build or talk to your children about having a backup plan just in case this doesn't work? Not saying we don't believe you, but I support you. But let's have a backup plan, or let's make a plan. Let's do this dream, but also let's have this going on. So until you make this dream come true, you gonna be okay financially. Okay, so help your children support their dream. Okay, whatever it is, unless it's something that's gonna harm somebody or themselves. Okay, then you're gonna have to be, you know, not that soft parent. Boy, girl, ain't none of that. Okay, Dad. Gonna have to be hard. Don't just put it all on mama to be hard neither. And mama, stop putting everything on the daddy to be hard too. Because y'all be making the daddies big bad wolves when they come on around sometime. Okay? Get your children because they done did this. Chill, fit. Chill. Because sometimes they ain't been around. They just want to be Superman when they show up. Okay? But parents, share the weight. Okay? Nobody wants to be the big bad wolf all the time. Anyway, let's get back into this. Where we was at? Teach life skills. We already went over that. Number 6, support their passion. We definitely did that. Okay, now we're on to number 7. Be patient and understanding, because this generation will make you want to choke them and yuck them up. Okay, I'm saying it as nicely as I possibly can. It's the truth. Now people get up here do these cute little videos. Be patient. No, I'm telling you. Okay, I'm telling you. You got to really be patient, okay? You got to be very, really understanding. Because they, honey, this generation got some miles on them. They don't understand how you was raised. And people love to tell those stories. They don't care. They won't there. Okay? You have to teach your children, okay? Right from wrong, okay? And you got to be firm, fair, and consistent every day, okay? All right? Parenting isn't always easy, okay? And neither is life. Sometimes things won't go as planned. Come on. And your child may make things offer guidance with patience, knowing that learning and growth takes time. Okay, parents? So we gotta look back sometimes as parents and understand that when we were a certain age, we didn't always make the best choices. Okay, think about when you was a teenager. Think back when you were in your 20s, because I know as a teenager, I really did. For the most part, I listened to my parents. I did a few things that my parents might want been like, "Girl, I raised you better than that." But for the most part, I was a really good kid. Now in my 20s, I lost my mind a little bit, but I came back. Came back to my sense in my early 30s. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm 36, so I'm doing really good now, but I'm just saying we have to be patient with our children because sometimes I feel like parents are observing different parents. We try to treat these kids like they supposed to know everything and they're supposed to make the right decision the first time. Life just does not go that way. So support them and be there for them when they do make that mistake, okay? Let them know that, okay, we make mistakes, okay? But let's be careful in the mistakes we make because sometimes you don't get a second chance at life, okay? A mistake could cost you your life, okay? All right? Parents, we got to tighten up as well, okay? Number 8, create traditions. Whether it's a weekly movie night, I think that's great. A special hour, come on now, take them somewhere. Or a holiday tradition, okay? Building regular and meaningful routines can create memories and a sense of stability that your children will cherish. Think about this. If they expect that every Christmas my daddy's gonna come over, we're gonna play games, it's gonna be a vibe, they're gonna look for that. They're gonna look for that. They ain't gonna care about your job, your work, whatever. So you make that happen for them, okay? No matter what you gotta rearrange and sacrifice, make a tradition that works for you and your schedule. And sometimes your children gonna have to come first before that job. I'm gonna say it because I feel like we work with work. When my older son was younger, I feel like all I did was work, and I spent so less time that now I'm rediscovering who he is because I was always at work. I was always at work. By the time I get home, it was just getting him in the bed and knock away so I could relax. And now that I'm older, I'm spending more time with him. I have a job where I work 8 to 5 Monday through Friday, and I'm hoping that one day y'all that watch me so much that I can be a full-time content creator. But until that time, I work Monday through Friday. I'm off from 8 to 5. So when I get home, he just got home for real too. You get out of pulling up about 4 something. So we get to spend that time. He done been at school. I done been at work, but we still get to spend the time together. The baby is when I get home. He's 1 years old. My older son is 14. When he gets home, we get him situated where it takes about an hour and a half to get him situated, and he's out for the night. So usually that's the time when we spend family time together, where we watching a movie. We're talking about what went on at school. We're talking about different things and that he wants to do and stuff like that. We're making plans to go different places and stuff like that. So I am enjoying this season in my life because before I didn't have that. So parents, don't feel guilty for working, but do make it, even on your off days when you're tired, get your rest, but also make time for your children because if you're not raising your children, guess what? Somebody is. And sometimes that somebody does not have the morals and values that you share. So it's important that you make sure that your children know that you're there but you have to work to provide. Some children are not gonna understand. All they can think, all I see is the back of my mom and daddy head, cause they work, work, work. Don't feel guilty. I used to feel guilty about working, but if I don't work, how these bills and lights and water and everything that run go, somebody got to make it. Especially if you're a single parent, okay? So don't feel guilty, but do make time for your children, okay? Because they are more valuable than any job, okay? The day you can fall off a balcony and break both of your legs, guess what? You're gonna be sitting at home on disability, and guess what? Them children gonna be in your face, okay? So, and that job is not gonna say, "Oh, we can't live without you." Guess what? They'll replace you just as soon as you've been gone for a week. I ain't lying. So make time. What I'm trying to say is your job is come second to your children, okay? Even though it's important that you pay your bills, your child comes second to your family, okay? And remember this: whatever you put more time in, that's gonna prosper. If you put more time in your work and not your marriage, your work gonna blossom. You gonna do good. You can get raises and stuff, but your marriage is gonna fail. Your work gonna blossom if you put more time in your work, but your children gonna be running rapid and crazy out in the street. They're doing whatever because they're doing things to get your time and your attention. And even if I get in trouble, I know they're gonna clock and come get me. Like, you don't want that. So make sure that your time is used wisely. Even if you're tired, make a special time. Maybe you might make a special routine that sometime during the week I'm gonna spend some special time. I'm gonna make something happen. We're gonna go on a walk. You can do small things that matter so much to them. But make sure you're giving your children hugs. You're talking to your children because a lot is going on in this generation. Things you might think, oh, I had a simple childhood. Too much didn't happen to me. Or you might think, oh, dang, I went through a lot. Regardless of the fact, just being a kid is a lot in this generation. So be there for them. Be that support teacher system. Even when you're tired, relax yourself. Go take a shower. Come back. Hey, is there anything you want to talk to me about? Let them know that they have an open dialogue, meaning they can talk to you anytime about what's going on in their life. Because you never want to feel like they don't have nobody to run to. Dads. Y'all could be the coolest thing ever. I can tell you about my experience. My dad, I can talk to this day. There were some things I can go talk to my daddy about that my mama would probably fall out and fall and faint. You did what? Nah, daddy can handle that. And men, folks, that's why children need you. They need you to be their rock. They need you to be their provider. They need you to be their confidant. They need their daddy to be strong. They need their daddy to be there for them because they need daddy to be their rock. Because sometimes mama might can't handle, hey, your dad, I did this. You know what I'm saying? They might be, they might need daddy to be like, you know what? Knock them across the head one time, and then y'all have a real conversation and y'all make a plan to make it better. They need that. You know what I'm saying? Never think that your children is fine because somebody else got it, because that's not the truth, okay? They need you. If God wanted that person to raise your child, guess what? He would have gave that child to you. Okay, it takes a village to make a child. When you know that you enter somebody in the earth, it's your responsibility. Now, everybody's situation is different, why they can't take care of their children. But let me tell you something. I watch social media all the time. I see dads that got arms cut off, limbs cut off, be there for their children. Active in their children's life. So if they can do it, there is no excuse for you to do it. Especially when you walking, talking, breathing. You can hit the club up every weekend, or you can go to a sport game, or whatever's important, or you can go take Lakeisha out. That money you taking Lakeisha on a date with, you could be taking the kids to Chuck E. Cheese. And I'm just saying, let's make sure we have our morals and our priorities early. Your children should come first before anything, okay? Pay your bills by all means. But also make sure, have I done, ask yourself, if you're looking at this right now, men, have I talked to my child today? Have I did anything for my child this month that's going to help them grow and develop as a good person? Have I did anything for my child this very week? Did I give him a hug? Did we have a conversation? Did I put my eyes on him? If you have no to any of those questions, it's time to stop making excuses and tighten up, men folk, because your children need you. Let's move on. Love you so much. I just want you to do better, okay? Even if you're a great dad, there's still some things you can work on because nobody's perfect. Okay, number 9. Invest in your relationship with your partner. Okay? The way you treat your partner teaches your children about relationships. Show them what healthy relationships look like. Build on trust, respect, and communication. And this is whether you're with your partner or you're not with your mother, the mother of your kids. Okay, treat them with respect, even if they get on your last nerves. That arguing and fussing, y'all might have disagreements. Y'all do that outside of the kids. Okay, don't, if you fussing with your baby mama, calling her all outside her name, come on, me and folks, we got to stop it today. We have to break this generation because you saw your daddy do it. Somebody got to stop the generational curses because it's just going to keep going. Okay, it's not okay to disrespect the mother of your child ever. I don't care if she knocks you over the head with something. Step away and say, hey, we're going to do this another day. I don't want to disrespect you. Move on, okay? And say, hey, if we can't, be around each other without disrespecting each other like that, then I'm going to have somebody meet with us, okay? Because I want to be able to see my children, but I also want them to be able to see that we respect each other. That's very important to me, okay? You're going to have to work something out as adults. Even women, if you're looking at that, if you've been fussing at that man, calling him all outside his name, that's not okay for the kids to see. That's not okay for the kids. You're setting an example. This is how I treat men. Okay? Now, I get it, baby. Since I done been there, okay? Listen, I done cussed a few out, okay? Alright. Now I done changed my way now. I don't cuss as much. I got it down to once a month I might say something and I stomp my toe, okay? I had to change because I realized that stuff affects children in the long run, okay? I have a 1-year-old. The cussing ain't allowed around my child. Anything that has anything pervert, nothing, anything. I'm raising my child like they raise them in the old school, okay? Certain things ain't gonna be around my child, okay? Because I learned from raising my older child. That stuff affects you in the long run. Like my son be telling me stuff now, I be like, you remember when this and that happened? He still remember this stuff at 2 and 3, He's 14 now. So parents, we got to change today, okay? Women, let's do better. Let's learn how to respect these men. I really, right now, I would say my youngest child, father, it's not my favorite person, but I don't disrespect him. I could bash him so bad, but I would get nothing from that. What I try to do is, anytime I have a conversation, I let him know the needs of his child. And I don't do it in a disrespectful way. I just say, hey, your child needs this, and he needs that, and he needs this. Can you make sure you do this in a timely manner? And sometimes he do it, and sometimes he don't. But when they don't, it's no need to keep fussing. Take the steps that you need to take. I mean, you know what to do. If you don't know what to do, there's a whole office you can go talk to. Okay, all right. The men folks probably like, I thought she was on my side. And I am. But I want y'all men folks to do better because you got to understand, women, we put out all the time. We're making sure these children are fed 24/7. We never get a break. We're making sure these children got on clothes, shoes. We're making sure they are clothed, they're fed, their hair done. We're making sure they're fed every day. So, men folks, realize that stuff is not cheap. Especially if you got multiples, even if you got one now. Stuff is not cheap. So that woman is going to always need something. Okay? So let's step it up if we're not doing our part. This is not a bash session to the men. I just want you to be great. Look at me as your sister, okay? This is your sister, and I don't care what color you are. I just want you to be better. Even if you're doing a great job, be even better, okay? And if you see a man that's in your life that's not doing as great as you, hey, tell him, hey, now if you're gonna be my homeboy, you got to tighten up with your kids now. Sometimes it takes that motivation from others, okay? Alright. Anyway, we're gonna move on. Number 10, and this is the last one. Take care of yourself. You can't pour from an empty cup. Take care of your mental, physical, and emotional well-being. When you feel good, you can give your best to your family. Don't hesitate to seek help or to take time for self-care when needed. Okay? So being a dad isn't about perfection. For anybody to think you got to be perfect to be a dad, the answer is no. You're a human, and there's no perfect humans, okay? All right? Just know that. It's about showing up. Come on now. Sometimes they just need to see your face. Okay, dad's here. Okay. You don't know the joy that that brings to a lot of people. And some people, if you're a terrible person or individual, they probably say, oh no, did you really crazy? Okay. But showing up, caring, and being actively involved in your child's life, regardless of how messy things may sometimes, regardless of how messy things may become sometimes, or sometimes get, the impact you will have will last a long time. So if you feel like you haven't been the best of father, this is your time to start. The best advice that I can give you is time. Time is more valuable than money, but please be placing some money in the help of that woman. If she's taking her time or her life to raise these kids, help her in some kind of way. Get out here and grind and get in the field. If you don't got no job, mow some grass, okay? What are you good at, okay? Because you'll be surprised what are you good. Can you mow some grass? Can you wash a car? Can you fix things? What can you do? Think about the things that you can do that are legal so you won't get locked up, okay? Because your kids don't need for you to be sitting in a jail cell. And if you do, you still can be there for your kids. Call them regularly. And if she don't answer the phone, write them too. And you do a copy, write you a copy, write them a copy, and say, hey, I saw, if you get out 10 years from now, you can say, I wrote you a letter every day. Here are my copies. This is what I wrote. Boom, you gave it to your children. Because guess what? Your children are going to be adults one day. Never stop trying to do your part, okay? And never assume he got it just because she done moved on with somebody else. He probably do got it. It's a lot of step parents out here that do a most wonderful job, but it's not their prize responsibility. It's not what they were supposed to do. They're just doing it because this is what they agreed upon. If the woman has them, this is what they agreed upon. But never quit because somebody else came in the picture. Never quit because you no longer have access to the woman. I see that a lot. Okay, I can't do the things we used to do. Okay, so now I'm gonna stop doing what I'm supposed to do. That should make you feel less than a man. Okay, come on, men, folks. You can't call yourself a man if you put something in this earth to breathe, whether you wanted it or not. You put something in this earth to breathe, and you can sleep at night. You're fine. Okay, cool. Did they eat? As a mother, I'm gonna tell you, as a mother, I would not be able to sleep not knowing my children ate, was they clothed, did somebody give them a hug, if they're okay, did they need me, is their mental okay? I could not function as a being not knowing that they're okay. Okay? So all I'm saying is it don't take a perfect person because you're looking at a person that is learning every day how to be a better mother. Okay? But I'm here and I'm present. And that's all they need for you. Remember, be present. Remember, show love and affection. For anybody that has been raised by parents that were not affectionate, they just was like, I fed you and it's okay. It's a lot of men got brought up with it. Give your children a hug. Tell your children you love them. Even if it feels weird and icky, okay? It's so important for them to know that. Alright? Show up for them, okay? Lead by example. If your example is kind of fuzzy and needs some work on it, baby. You ain't got to be perfect. But do a great job today. Try, don't worry about the past. Try to be a good example today. Because you can always say, hey, I want the best example as a father. When I was younger, I made a lot of terrible mistakes. But today I'm working on being a better person, and you can too. That's how you lead by example, okay? Listen actively. When a child is trying to tell you something, listen. Don't listen at all. Even when you're in your relationship with women or whoever you're in a relationship, be quiet. Shh. Hush your thoughts and listen. What is this person trying to say to me? Don't assume you know because they said two words and now you know what they're talking about. Listen to what they got going on. Sometimes people talk in code. You might say to a teenager, hey, how you doing? They be like, yeah, I'm fine. Okay, do you like your mama boyfriend? Yeah, he's okay. He sits too close to me sometimes. They might be trying to tell you, hey, I need some help. You know? So you never know what's going on with somebody until you spend time. And never assume that they're okay because their mama got them, okay? Alright? They need you, man. They need you. Alright? Think about this, and this just came to my brain. If your child didn't need you, Why would God take the time to make it so that it takes two people to create a being? Why he just couldn't let a woman touch her forehead and then boom, she pregnant? No, he knew that it took more than one to do this thing called life and to create life. And there's some things and values that a man brings to the picture that a woman can never. Okay, we can try. We have stepped up many other times or two and raised great individuals, but we can do a better job if we have you. Okay, so men, folks, just know, listen actively, teach life lessons, okay? Support their passions. Come on. Be patient and understanding. Create traditions. Invest in your relationship with your partner. Meaning working on being nice to your baby mama when she get on your nerves and you hate her because she put you on child support, okay? Take care of yourself. If you know your mental is messed up, go get some counseling. Don't ever say, "Oh, that why I'm talking to somebody professional, baby." Let me tell you something. Sometimes it take a professional to help you with some stuff because they can show you things you didn't even know. I didn't even think about this. Okay, so that's why I do that. Okay, if you get the right professional to help you, it took me like 2 to 3 tries. But the first one felt like they were judging me. The second one, you felt like they were in my business. The third one understood the assignment. So maybe you got to find the right one. And I'm telling you, I'm a better person today because I went and sought counsel. I used to be hateful. I used to be bitter. I used to hold grudges. I used to be an unhealthy individual. Spiteful. Do different things. Oh, he did me. Come on now. You can't live life like that, okay? And so you might need help to be a better person so you can be that leading example for your kids, okay? Take care of yourself, man. And remember, being a dad isn't about perfection, but we need you. So be there for your children. If you made it this far, I want you to go ahead and hit that like button. Drop me your heart in my comments. And share if you like. But be a better dad. Because they need you, baby. They need you, okay? Well, folks, if you see this and you watch this, just no man present, and you know a man that might need to see them, tell them to tap in and watch this video, okay? It's so important for you to be there for your kids. You never know the impact that you have as a man for your kids, okay? Never assume that they got it, your mama got it, because mama's going to hold it down. They're going to hold it down. They've been taught to hold it down. Let's break those generational curses and be there for our children. Anyway, I love you so much. Be better. See you on the next one. Thank you for watching.